WATE 6 on your side. News at 6 starts now.
Good evening. I'm Nair. Thank you for being here. Let's start with the weather. It was cold outside today and Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Meteorologist Ryan Beasley joins us in the Storm Center. Hello, Ryan. Good evening. Drugs believed to be at the center of a shooting in downtown Knoxville that killed one and left another hurt yesterday. It happened in the parking lot of Arbor Place Apartments. We're told the pair was involved in an illegal drug deal when shots were fired. The 19-year-old Sidney Jackson was hit in the back and was taken to UT Medical Center where he later died. 16-year-old Shamarcus Moreland Jr. is listed as a suspect. He was found with more than one gunshot wound to his head. We're told he is in critical condition. And the man accused of murdering his ex-wife and kidnapping his daughter, sparking an Amber Alert, expected to be in court tomorrow. Tyler Enix is scheduled for a preliminary hearing tomorrow morning. Well, as you start thinking about how to feed your family for the holidays, volunteers are getting ready to hand out Thanksgiving meals to thousands in our community. A local food ministry working to make it happen. New at 6, WATE 6 on your side reporter Kristen Holloway takes a look at just how much work goes into this. Another group doing the same, hoping to fill Knox County tables with food for Thanksgiving. CARM hosting their annual Baskets of Hope. More than 150 volunteers lined up today to distribute 1,200 boxes of meals. What makes this project so special is that people in the community had the chance to adopt and fill boxes. That means every piece of food, including money for a turkey, was donated.
I think it's just a way for our community to help each other. I mean, we're so blessed to live in a town that people are so giving. We've got a wonderful community, a lot of people giving, serving, and it's a great day to celebrate that.
So true. Each box had enough food inside to feed 6 people. That means about 7,000 people will have a full Thanksgiving meal this year. We're told CARM has been doing this for the past 10 years. Well, it is officially Thanksgiving week, but before you hit the road to see family and friends, a reminder for you, THP is taking part in its 3rd annual Thanksgiving Holiday Traffic Safety Initiative. It is called Interstate 40 Challenge, the drive to zero fatalities. There will be increased patrols from law enforcement along the entire stretch of I-40. That's more than 2,500 miles across 8 states. The initiative starts Wednesday and will run through Sunday. A Nashville mom behind bars after her son was found unresponsive outside in near freezing temperatures. Police say 39-year-old Lakeisha Bean was spotted pushing her 2-year-old son in a stroller in the middle of the street. Her son wearing a light jacket and only one shoe. He was unresponsive. No word on his condition tonight. Bean has been charged with aggravated child endangerment, public indecency, and public intoxication. 2 suspects wanted in connection with a homicide robbery in Georgia taken into custody in Middle Tennessee. 27-year-old Brandon Smith and 37-year-old Stephanie Rodriguez were arrested in Manchester after a Tennessee resident called in a tip to law enforcement. The pair is accused of running over a woman in a Covington, Georgia Walmart parking lot, stealing her purse and fleeing the scene. We're told the 2 are believed to be responsible for a string of violent purse snatchings throughout the Southeast. They have both been charged with felony murder. 2 new national polls showing where Republican voters are expected to stand next year. It suggests the voters prefer the idea of change over political experience. Donald Trump now has a double-digit lead over Ben Carson in the race for the Republican presidential nomination. In a Washington Post poll, Trump leads Carson 32% to 22%, and in a poll put out by Fox News, Trump leads 28 to 18%. And Trump making headlines for another reason this weekend when a protester got physical with Trump supporters at a rally in Alabama. The protester appeared to be shouting Black Lives Matter when at least a half-dozen attendees shoved him to the ground. He was eventually led out by police at the scene. We're told 3 people were asked to leave. Well, still to come here on WATE 6 on your side, news at 6. Coming up in sports, the Vols basketball team back in action today, and it was another thriller at the Tommy Bowl. Highlights coming up in sports. An alleged terror threat at a sold-out event in a major U.S. city, but fans with tickets saying they are not scared. Hear from them coming up. Welcome back. Recent flooding in Washington state closing roads left and right, but some drivers choosing to ignore the warnings and getting in big trouble. Dramatic 911 call audio released today. Of the 45 minutes, a woman was trapped in her car surrounded by water. The FBI says while they do not believe there is a credible threat tonight, they are taking these threats seriously. The attacks in Paris a few weeks ago leaving everybody on their toes. Coming up tonight at 11, I'm taking a look at different ways agencies in the U.S. are taking precautions to make sure Americans stay safe at home. The snow coming down hard in Iowa this weekend. It made road conditions dangerous, so dangerous, some people decided to give up driving altogether. One sheriff's office responding to calls of more than 40 cars stuck in a ditch after the first snowfall of the season. But those who didn't abandon their cars had a hard time making it to their destinations. The Iowa State Patrol saying they were busy helping drivers with lost control on the roads. Well, if you're a big Sopranos fan, you just missed your chance to own a piece of history. Tony Soprano's 2003 Cadillac Escalade selling for nearly $120,000 at an auction. The SUV was on the show for at least 3 seasons. It also has the signature of the show's late star, James Gandolfini. He signed the car's interior in 3 different places before he died in 2013. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here at 11 p.m.